Number 5 Alabama will take on number 9 Kansas State in the AllState Sugar Bowl. The Crimson Tide have played 1,330 games all time, but none of those have ever been against the Wildcats. This will be Alabama and Coach Saban's first ever meeting against Kansas State. Alabama has played more bowl games in the Sugar Bowl than any other bowl. This will be the Tide's 17th Sugar Bowl appearance, 8 more than their 9 Cotton Bowl appearances. Alabama has been to an unmatchable 75 bowl games, 16 more than second-place Georgia's 59 bowl appearances. The Crimson Tide also have more bowl victories than any other program with 44. Alabama's last appearance in the Sugar Bowl was a big one. In the 2017 season, the Tide rolled over number 1 Clemson 24-6 on the way to their 17th national championship. The Wildcats have won 4 straight, including the Big 12 championship with a win over college football playoff participant TCU. Tied at 28 in that overtime period, TCU went for it on 4th and 1 from the 1-yard line, but the Wildcats defense stood tall. All the Wildcats had to do then was kick a short field goal for the win, and the Wildcats' Ty Zentner drilled it through the uprights for the win in the Big 12 championship. The Wildcats defeated the 3rd-ranked Horned Frogs 31-28 in overtime. Kansas State has 3 top 10 wins on the season, the most in school history. Along with defeating number 3 TCU in the Big 12 championship game, Kansas State defeated then number 6 Oklahoma 31-24 in Norman, and then dominated number 9 Oklahoma State 48-0.
This is a good, old-fashioned, well-coached, disciplined, tough, good football team. And they could make an argument that, since they beat one of the teams that are in the playoffs, maybe they should be in the playoffs. So I think this is a really good team.
Leading Kansas State in those 4 consecutive wins is quarterback Will Howard. Howard stepped in against Baylor when Adrian Martinez went down with a lower leg injury. Over those 4 wins, Howard has thrown 15 touchdowns to just 2 interceptions. Despite the efficient play of Martinez and Howard this season, the Wildcats aren't afraid to run. Kansas State leads the Big 12 with 530 rush attempts on the season compared to just 354 pass attempts. All-American Deuce Vaughn leads the Wildcats in the Big 12 in rush attempts with 271 on the season and is 3rd in the Big 12, averaging over 109 yards per game. Vaughn is a threat to catch the ball out of the backfield as well, as he is 2nd on the team in receptions with 42 and 13th in the nation in all-purpose yards at over 138 per game. Kansas State leads the Big 12 in scoring defense, allowing less than 3 touchdowns a game at 20.8 points per contest. One advantage for the Wildcats is turnover margin. Kansas State is 5th in the nation at plus 14. The Wildcats defense has recorded 16 interceptions on the season, along with 8 fumble recoveries. One huge advantage for the Crimson Tide is there were no opt-outs. The Crimson Tide have the best offensive and defensive player in the nation ready to suit up for the Sugar Bowl. 2 of the top players projected in next year's NFL draft both wanted to play one more time this season for the Crimson Tide.
For me, it was easy. I just wanted to, it's another opportunity to go out there and play with my brothers. So again, I'm grateful for the chance we have, for the opportunity we all have, individuals and as a team. This is a huge opportunity. This is a big game to play against a really, really good team. We have a lot that we want to prove to ourselves. There's a lot that we want to accomplish as a team, and I'm just happy to get another chance to play with my guys.
For me, it was all just about the leadership and being here for the team. And, I've been preaching so much over these last 2 years about, how to do things the right way, the standard around here, and how to uplift the standard and how to uphold the standard. And, it just wouldn't be right for me just to walk out on my teammates. And, I think that's a big reason why I decided to play in this game and be with those guys.
Along with Bryce and Will, several other players are projected to go early in next year's NFL draft, and they all chose to play in the Sugar Bowl. This game is shaping up to be one of the best bowl games of the season. Just like the Crimson Tide, the Wildcats aren't expecting any opt-outs either. So it'll be the 5th-ranked Crimson Tide against the Big 12 champion Kansas State Wildcats in the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans on New Year's Eve. It'll be an early morning in the Big Easy. The action is set to kick off at 11 a.m. on ESPN.